Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're just going to be looking at illustrative drawing, okay? Observational drawing, illustrative drawing. And I'm just going to be showing you some of my own artwork in this lesson. I'm not going to be putting you on Google, making you look at Google. I just want to discuss a couple of illustrations which I have created recently. And I'll show you the development of this work as well. So first of all, I've created basically a character called the Zello Man. I've created a story about the Zello Man, and I'm fleshing this story out as we speak. The creation of stories generally begins with some type of idea of a storyline, and then you create illustrative drawings to illustrate the drawing, and then basically finalize the story with the images, and then put this into some type of book of some form, some type of illustration book. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically show you the drawings which I've created, okay? So as you can see here, we have, it's an A4 drawing on paper with pencil, and we've got sort of two characters with a smaller baby character sitting down, and there's a window behind them, okay? I'm not going to show you every page to this illustration because this is top secret, confidential. So you know you're getting something you get a privilege of looking at this because not many people have seen this. And then if we go to the next page, we can see another illustration. We've got that same family walking in what looks to be like a park with maybe a roundabout, a tree and the sun, and some sort of mushroom chairs on the ground there, or stools, or whatever you want to call them. And then if we go to the next page, we've got another illustration where we've got what looks to be like the parent character with the baby character, and if we look closely, it looks like the baby's crying. Oh, how sad. So let's just go for one more page, one more pencil drawing. Ooh, it gets interesting. So as we can see, it's a very, in fact, that's the wrong one. As we can see, it's a very simple drawing, and it's simply a hand extending a shiny object out to the baby, who then seems to be happy about this. So, taking these pencil drawings, these observational pencil drawings, okay, well, they're not observational drawings because I'm not observing anything, I'm creating these from my mind. Okay, so these are imaginative, creative drawings done from my mind, but they are somewhat based on my observational skills, because if I had no observational skills whatsoever, then perhaps these people wouldn't be the same size, perhaps the phones would be different sizes, perhaps everything would just look a little bit warped. Whereas when we do look at these, we do get some sense of scale, we do get some sense of what's going on, we do get some sense of, you know, reality when we look at these images, because they are indeed based on some type of observational skill to capture a particular sort of meaning or send a particular sort of message. So keep these in mind. Let's take these further. So what can we do to take this further? Well, first of all, before actually moving on, we could colour them in. Okay, so we could colour these illustrative drawings in, creating a different sort of dimension, different sort of feel to these drawings. We could, so this is one not coloured in, and then we colour it in, and it sort of gives a different vibe to the feel, to the piece. Okay, now I've got I've got so many of these drawings of Zello Man, it's absolutely insane. So from the basic drawings, let's just go back to the drawings. So from the basic drawings, we can go to then, I'm gonna get a different book because I've got so many sketchbooks, it's unbelievable. We can do more drawings, okay? So from basic drawings, we can do more drawings. We can discover how best to create this character which we have made, okay? From there, oops, I've lost a light source. Let's put it back. Here we go. So from there, so from the illustrative drawings, you could then create paintings, okay? You could create paintings based off the illustrative drawings. But better yet, if you're creating an illustrative story, with illustrations, with drawings, how then are you going to digitize this? How are you going to actually create a book? Because you're not going to hand create a load of books, are you? You might hand create one book and then get it mass produced, but you're not going to hand create thousands of books. So what you would do from the illustrative drawings, where would you take these? Well, you'd scan them in, or you'd take a photo of them, put them in Adobe Illustrator, and then you've got your outlines of your drawings in Adobe Illustrator, and then you would digitize them, okay? You would digitize them in Adobe Illustrator. So as you can see here, we've got the park, what's this, the park scene? Yep, the park scene. And if I go back to the sketchbook, you know, here it is. So this is where you would take it, okay? You would digitize them. And then we've got more, you know, and the story goes on, and the story goes on, and the story goes on. I'm going to leave it there. There's much more to that story than meets the eye. I don't want to show you everything, because obviously that's a secret, top secret, confidential work which cannot be, you know, leaked per se. But that's that, guys, okay? So illustrative drawing in a nutshell. If you want to create your own illustrations and you want some advice on sort of how to start, well, I'll just show you a quick Iron Man sketch while I'm here. This is an Iron Man sketch I did a little while ago. Quite nice, yeah. Anyway, let's put that to the side. So if you want to create your own illustrative sort of drawings, or if you want to create your own illustration book or something like that, then the way to start is to try come up with an idea, okay, and then create some storyboards like this, okay. So come up with your idea, come up with your story, create some storyboards, write your story down first, and then try write the images to match the story, okay? And then obviously you just continue this method until you've got your full story out and your little illustrative drawing is done. And then from there you could digitize it, create a book, and then you could become the next and then you could become the next Tolkien, or you could become the next J.K. Rowling, or whatever it is. However, that's not guaranteed. The focus and main point of the lesson was to show you and introduce you to illustrative drawings, illustrations in art, what it might mean, what it could look like, and that's about it, people, okay? So the task for today is to simply create a page in your sketchbook, call it illustrative art or illustrations in art, or you can just put illustrations and then write a little bit of information about it. You can just take the information off Google, but you must write it in your own words. And then create just 3 storyboards, okay? Create 3 storyboards. So you could just write in the first one, it was a beautiful day, and then draw a picture of a sun shining over a nice backdrop of mountains or something. And then you could write, but a comet was seen. And then you could draw the same image, but with a small speck in the sky, sort of looks like it's flying down to Earth. And then you could write, however, we had technology to defeat the comet. And then you could write, you could draw another picture of basically the same image, but then something coming out of the ground, ready to blast the rocket or blast the comet out of space, so it doesn't hit us and destroy planet Earth as we know it. That's all I want you to do. I want you to create 3 storyboards, 3 sentences to make up your story. You can do more if you want. You can do 10, 15 if you really want, but 3 will be enough just to drive the point home, to give you the understanding. 3 lines, 3 sentences, 3 boxes, 3 pictures. That's the task for today, guys. If you want to email me your storyboards to jakeoneilltheartist@gmail.com, I'll be very much happy to give you some feedback and review where possible. Now, that's probably going to do it for this lesson, this being lesson number 19. In the next lesson, we're going to be looking at painting, and it's going to be a little bit of a longer lesson next lesson because it's a skill-based lesson. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to paint. We're going to be doing very simple things to paint. We're going to just be painting shapes and stuff like that, but I'm going to be showing you some techniques and some colour blending methods on how you can sort of create an image or create a painting using techniques other than just sort of splashing paint on a canvas. So that's going to be painting. And then after that, guys, we're going to be actually after that, we're going to be doing a final sort of review, final summary of what we've learned so far, and then we'll be beginning some personalized projects, okay? Some things which you're interested in. I'm going to ask you to pursue the things you're interested in, and we're going to be creating some personal projects. Anyway, people, thank you very much for watching yet again. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you